Welcome back, friends. This is season 1 of VTubers and Villains, otherwise known as your local internet weebs and dweebs, playing a fun homegrown game of D&D.
Woo!
Hey! We are main 1 campaign, and this is...
Hi, I'm Yensho.
Hi, I'm Sylvestra.
Hi, I'm Goda.
And I'm Jade, your DM for the next hour. We're excited to have you, so like and subscribe for future shenanigans, and let's get back to the adventure.
Woo!
Roll the recap.
Woo!
Again?
It's double woo.
A barfight has taken over the attention of the tavern, and even the staff have fallen victim to the violence. Mobilized by a strange need to help, the group find themselves standing off with a pair of restored. The fight then ensues, tests the team's mantle, but they are able to come out victorious. The remaining restored makes his way to leave the tavern carrying the body of his fallen comrade, surprised that even though they have given themselves to restoration, they were still unable to best such a ragtag group. With the conflict resolved and a possible room for the night secured, thanks to Goda, they move forward with first steps into Letzter Mann. Now let's continue with our journey. A hush has fallen over the tavern to watch the restored leave. Those with the golden sigil painted on their forehead seem to kind of either shrink into the background or they kind of just like turn away entirely and just kind of ignore you. Or ignore, not you, but like what was going on. The gnome barmaid kind of gets up and rubs the dirt off her bruised face. She spits into a nearby rubbish tin. A damn shame. Every year there's always outsiders coming in and thinking that they're better than everyone else just because they got half a brain cell between them. And the volume eventually crawls back up into a loud, roaring level. And you see that she's just kind of like shaking her head as she watches like the restored leave with his friend, and then like the two kind of regular looking people, like humans, just kind of a human and a half elf, kind of slink out the door, like after them. The ones that were sitting with the two that were being rowdy.
God, does this happen often?
You know, it happens sometimes, every time during the festival. We have people that come through and they're like, oh, your church can restore people and make you stronger. And some people just get the wrong idea.
Is that why they had those mechanical looking limbs?
Ah, yeah. If you're unhappy about something, you know, you go pray to the goddess and go to church, and then they help you with it. Supposedly. But
See.
Cut the limbs off or just transform?
would you like to try?
No.
I could always tell the church.
No, it's
They're always looking for restoration.
Ah.
What did they do with all the body parts?
That's a horrifying question to ask. I wasn't even. I was there. You were on somewhere else.
Just throw it in the rubbish bin.
That seems like a lot of
I also never thought about that.
wasted
It happens
resources.
every year.
I think that's our cue to go.
We need to go.
As you guys try to go.
Oh, try.
There's a large dwarven man kind of throws his arms around your shoulder and Sylvie's waist. As he can't reach your shoulder. It's just like...
Sounds electric.
Can we help you, sir?
Why are you offering him?
Why? Yes. I've never seen a battle like that in a long time. Let me buy you a drink. Antoine Redmayne is the name.
Antoine Redmayne.
What are you travelers doing? Enjoying the festivity?
Oh, yes. It's been going so far. Just going around. I don't think we have. Does
Darla, around for the friends.
I guess we're having a drink.
Oh, yeah, does this man seem familiar to us at all? As a history check?
Yeah, do a history check.
Oh, is he?
As the gnome is like,
Yeah. Is he famous in any way?
Can I do a perception
14.
check on him to see if he's
he does not look familiar to you.
Oh, okay.
looking like a priest or like a festival goer or
Sure.
like someone important?
Yep, give me a
Dressed like a
perception.
mercenary? Is he just like a charlatan?
Like a man that's about
Oh.
to stab us.
Yeah.
The
Is
thing
he
is,
picking Sylvie's pockets?
I don't really know enough about this
I
town
have a skirt.
with a 7.
With
Seven?
no pockets.
No, women's fashion these days.
With a 7, you see that he's in like heavy coveralls that are dirty. What looks like more like rougher, like working class clothing. No sigil on his forehead, like this flaming, puffy red beard. Not
Red
much
mane.
left on
Red
top.
mane.
Kind of wisps of what once was maybe red hair.
All right. Okay, he doesn't look super important then.
Yeah, no. It was like, so, what are y'all's plans?
Oh, well, we were just gonna have a look around at the festival. You know, attend it and see what it's all about.
Yeah. I think we were going to the bar. No, wherever.
Yes,
Yeah.
the refineries.
The refinery. And then just checking out the rest of the festival.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Well, anyone who can kick the butts off of those damn restoreds are welcome here.
Restored. Is that?
Not a fan of them.
Yeah. What are
Uh.
the restored?
Well, you see those people with the strange markings on their foreheads?
Mm-hmm.
Usually, it
Mhm.
means that they're seeking something to complete themselves, you know? But lately we've been getting people from everywhere. They come, they participate in the festival, and then they just cause trouble. It's not like how it used to be, you know?
Are you a local here?
I am born and raised. Me and my brother. Although he's been busy.
Now, how does something like this get spread around outside of town?
Well, Letzter Mann's a big trading company. Our town. A lot of the ores, a lot of the jewels, a lot of everything gets processed here. We're mighty famous for a small town. He seems very proud. He puffs up his chest and stands a little taller.
So, what do you do in this town?
I am. Oh God, what are they called? I'm a gem. You know the people who like look at them?
Not like
Appraiser?
a cure.
Appraiser. Yes, thank you, son. Oh, too much to drink.
Oh, it's been a great festival so long.
Education.
Yes.
I'm like a curator. What was the
Oh, so you must know a lot about the town.
Oh, of course, of course.
Born and raised, the gem
Born and
appraiser.
raised, gem appraiser.
Do you happen to know the Novables?
Know her. Oh, definitely know of her, but you know, she's a busy lady.
Oh,
She also doesn't deal in gems.
Oh.
Well, except recently she does. It's weird.
Recent.
What do you need gems for?
I see.
When you're dealing in weaponry, you know?
Beautiful weapons, maybe.
Maybe! Gem encrusted weapons.
Do you have maybe
Must
a
be rich.
customer who's gotten gems or somebody know of the name Leyland Hesty?
Name sounds familiar, but can't really put my finger on it.
Is there a place I can go if I want to find out more about the symbols on the foreheads and the restorings?
Oh, well, I mean, if you're trying to get restored, you might as go to a church.
A church?
Mm-hmm.
Is that near the refinery?
Yeah, it's actually right across the way. It's,
Oh.
The Church of the Iridium God. It's what we're famous for, actually.
But you're not a fan of the church? Or the work that they do?
I mean, they're not really. I'm not a godly man, you know. Not a lot of us are, but the church does good work in smithery and metal work, and they support the town.
Are they a new church?
No,
Or
no.
Have they been around?
The town's actually been built around it.
Oh. You don't see a lot of these anymore,
Mhm.
then.
No, sir.
Have I read anything about the Iridium God and what kind of customs there are? Is it normal for people to donate blood and bone?
Give me a religion check.
Ooh, could I do that as well?
Or is it some sort of weird cruelty god? Oh god, I don't know religion. That's to 15.
I don't know religion.
I rolled pretty low.
It's a pretty good roll. Or 11 for me.
Okay. So, you both know that, just to kind of set the scene, in this timeline, in this time frame, religion is more of a background thing. A lot of people are, for the most part, either atheist or agnostic. Science is on the rise. So not a lot of folks kind of believe in the church and the gods anymore. It's very rare to find clerics or priests or anything of the kind. For a town to be built around a church, it would have to have existed before the Schmeg. The spell. That official event that happens in official times. For you, Sylvie, since you come from Lund, you know.
Oh.
Oh god, we're
Alright.
thinking about Lund. My mind is spinning now.
Yeah, you're like, oh god.
Your eyes fall to a clock and you watch as it ticks.
It does, and it is a lot of the clocks are very much the like how you were saying it's made out of copper or brass, and it has all the gears and wood and these strange little automatons that come waddling out to hit a bell every hour or so.
Oh, we're on the hour.
Yeah. Ting, ting.
I love when they do that.
Yeah. So a lot of this is science that you recognize, and Lund recognizes the Church of the Iridium God because a lot of the technology is used in Lund, and you understand that these priests, or smiths as they're called, smiths, architects, and crafters, are actually more or less engineers, quote unquote, the engineer types, and they happen to worship, quote unquote, a god or goddess called Machina. And all the kind of surface level works that you've read about her, people talk about her like she's real, like she's under the church somewhere, or like
Okay.
residing in the church somewhere.
Oh, like a tangible.
Yeah, like a tangible
goddess.
thing that
I see.
people go to and ask questions from and gets answers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't know too much. It just kind of sounds.
A clockwork dragon would be interesting, but that wouldn't be a goddess. That'd be a clockwork dragon.
Could call themselves a goddess. I also didn't roll the religion
Yeah.
check that high, so I can't.
We
count
will.
this.
Yeah.
But speaking of that clock, real quick, are clocks common? Is that amount of like clockwork technology common in this, at least in this town?
Yeah, it seems pretty common. For like, you guys are kind of in like a divey kind of mid to low tier tavern, and for them to have something so extravagant, it seems fairly accessible.
Okay.
Yansha, I was about to say actually, since you're from the far west, you kind of know your specific knowledge about gods and religion is a little different, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah.
I assume that it's pretty common for. Well, we do believe in the dragons and worship them, so having someone to actually hear us and a tangible god is extremely feasible.
Yeah, are we going with the idea that like people kind of ascend into goddom in your culture?
Like-
in that, like,
They were
or no?
like descendants of kind of thing,
or like if you're
the
just
son of
really good at something and then you spend years and years on it, you like ascend
yeah.
like
to
a cultivation
godship.
kind of.
Yeah.
I would say we could do that. I don't know.
I'm just curious.
I
How-
haven't
Well, how
thought
is
about it.
Tesha?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is Cheshire like?
I think there is like a sense of like a master craftsman, like someone who is like a legend, basically.
Okay.
Maybe not so much like they become a god, but they become a legend, and that in itself is like written in the histories.
Okay,
The
okay.
Wanderer.
Yeah.
The water. Yeah, so you can probably understand like the church and the priest and maybe the practices to be kind of similar to that.
It's more like it feels more like a school that
Yeah,
they come to learn.
yeah. The craft is your specific location knowledge of the area. Okay,
Right. Well, it's time for us to go.
right.
A lot to see here.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure meeting you.
He holds up his cup to you, drinks it. All the alcohol kind of spills onto his beard.
Ooh.
Thank you for the drink.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you enjoy the festival now.
You too.
Yes, thank you.
Time. And winks at you.
Oh.
All right.
And show
He's gonna stand.
you being courted.
Is he a handsome dwarf?
Yeah,
Yeah,
is
show?
he?
He's an average dwarf.
What would you get?
45.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
He's not offensive.
It's a
Right.
pretty average looking one.
All right. Goda's gonna hover out.
Okay.
Alright.
As you guys outside the tavern doors, you are greeted by packed cobblestone streets,
Oh.
colorful banners.
You were thinking it was a fashion thing.
I
gonna be a
thought a Spider-Man and and a Hammerman were gonna be waiting for us.
Well, no.
An ambush.
Colorful banners kind of strung up between the equally colorful rooftops of timber buildings. Rows and rows of market stands selling food and trinkets. The air is chilly, even though the sun is really bright overhead. But it comes with being in a high mountain town where there's usually this sharp coldness that pierces the lung. Eversnow is off into the distance, capping these high mountain ranges in the distance that most of you, geography-wise, just know that it's the Azurite Cathedral. There is the scent of honeyed wine, candied fruit, roasting meat mixing into the air. There are people dancing to bard performers, and brass trumpets and tambourines are playing. But what is at the center of kind of all of this parading around are these large metal and wood effigies and statues that are in the form of like really rough, like humanoid shapes, and they're being carried up this wide avenue towards what you see a great metal dome in the distance with these high spires.
Yeah, should I come closer?
Yes,
I'm
yes.
gonna punch you.
Ow, what was that for?
You whispering.
It's rude.
But yeah. Jade is kind of like watching the people running around.
Yeah, I wonder what they're going to do with those effigies.
Maybe burn them.
Burning people-shaped one? That'd be very interesting. Very artsy.
Right, right.
Well, you know, this town is weird. They do think their goddess lives underneath the church.
Is that
Believe
weird
in
to
what
me?
now?
You know, Machina, the Iridium god.
That is a little strange. Why would
Huh.
the god live underground?
I don't know. Makes people delusional the more you worship.
Well, let's not get too distracted. We are here to look for Leyland Hesty.
Leyland Hesty, and then talk to Nova more.
Yes, and I would like to visit the refineries.
Well, they're
Right.
across the street from each other. Do you want to do the refineries
Oh,
first?
you know where they are?
No, but the dwarf, what's his face?
I will
Antoine.
begin to look
You-
for the refinery.
Alright, for the refinery.
Yeah, he said they were very close, so if we find
Survival.
one, I'm sure we'll find the other.
Oh,
I crit.
Whoa!
Oh, it's almost like you've been here before.
Does it feel like deja vu?
It does.
deja vu. That's all we can play with.
Deja vu.
Oh, Jade, is that
It's
your
not a
favorite
real
song?
song.
No need to get so aggressive, Jade.
Jade, how are you
I
doing?
have a
Is
beautiful
there something
singing
you
voice.
wanted to do today besides go to the refinery and talk to Leyland Hesty?
Look, I wasn't really involved in what you guys were doing on the ship, so
Yeah, but
Goda
we're together
snatches
now.
his hand out and grabs Jake's hand so he can't run away.
Jade, but we're a team.
Yeah, whatever this is, we're all tied together, and it's so.
yeah. I wonder why. And it looks down at Goda.
Oh,
You
is that
ain't
your
getting
walking
away
buddy?
from me.
A walking buddy.
Yeah, the walking buddy.
We need your salve.
That sounds weird.
I mean, you can have myself.
Mine.
Can you reword it?
We need your healings.
Sounds better.
I have salve. I'm not really a healer anymore, guys.
Anymore, Jade.
What happened? Did you
What's
forget?
more?
What's
No.
more?
See, look at what you done now, Sylvie. If you just let me use salve, then we wouldn't have to hear about his backstory.
Yeah, now is not the time.
Are we lore dumping?
I'm just kidding. It's okay if you don't want to
He
talk about
starts
it.
walking away.
Oh, Jade!
Hell.
Like
The
a
big
cockroach.
thing.
With your big
Yes,
crit.
the cockroach.
Right. The big thing that they kept talking about and describing a church and the Nova-born refinery is spires. And spires rhymes with fires. And so I'm going to look around to see if there's any torches lighting my way.
Okay.
I don't see how that relates, but yeah, okay. That's fine.
Are they torches only Goethe can see? Because
Fires equals fires.
But maybe there are liars.
Or flyers. Are there any flyers? That
Flyers.
I mean, with your crit, you see a lot of flyers of like bands that are coming up, parties that are happening, restaurants opening up.
Wow.
Um,
Such a bustling little town.
Yeah. And you do find what looks like
They're growing.
like one of
Bustling
those like restoration wants you point kind of like posters.
He
Wants
drags
you
Jade
and your
over to the,
fingers.
to the
It's,
poster.
it's a prosthetic hand pointing.
Yeah, it's like a prosthetic. It's like a metal hand pointing.
Now I'm even more
At you,
curious.
and it's like-
what are they using all the leftovers for.
Maybe they feed it to the god.
Maybe Machina eats flesh.
Yeah.
Goda's gonna fly over to the flyer.
Oh no!
Okay.
We shouldn't say this so loudly.
Yeah,
This is Harris.
I whispered.
And it looks like it looks
Oh, so you can
It's
whisper. I can't whisper.
kind
I
of
get a sock in the
colorful,
face.
and it just
You
has like a
whispered
droid
Thunderdome.
looking like robotic
That's what
humanoid
you call it.
shape with that has a metal arm
Mhm.
that's like pointing, and it just says like, "Be a part of the restoration." Like, come to the church of the Iridium God. There's like an address.
Goda does not look at the address and instead follows the flyers.
Okay. Yeah. They're
It's true. What would you do with an address? You don't know.
I don't know.
You're like, look at this.
He sees
combination.
that there's numbers and like a street or ST period. And he's like, I don't know what that is. He flies towards other flyers.
oh god.
They create a little path for him.
Wow. Are people giving Gota like weird stares because he's flying?
You could give me a perception check.
I would like to see.
In the meantime, Goda, you, as you're keeping your eyes out for the flyers, you do see in the corners, like just like the corners of your eye, sparkles that appear and disappear as they kind of are almost like flashing signs to you. Maybe a small moss growth that breathes in and breathes out. Or like some woodland mushrooms growing through a crack in the cobblestones that you recognize as like small, almost like airdrops of, to your eyes, like fae magic.
Little rest stop.
Yeah. Goda's gonna clock them, and like remember where he sees them, or like remember where there are clusters of them. But they're on a mission right now.
Yeah.
So he goes towards the spires.
Okay.
The firefighters. I got a 23.
A 23. So with a 23, you definitely realize that Goda is getting some looks. Most of the people kind of stop what they're doing and have to do like a double take to see like, whoa, it's a bug man.
They look okay though, right? They don't look like hostile or anything towards.
Give me an insight.
Oh, are we good with people? Oh, hey, that's not bad. That's a 17.
They seem to not be outwardly hostile. They do seem to be a little bit cautious. People do tend to kind of move out of your way.
As they should.
Yeah. Why not? But no one's like mean mugging.
Okay.
Eventually, you do get to what looks like almost like a empty plaza or square, like a city park square almost, without grass. But on one side, you see these like a brick, very nice reddish brick building, huge, like warehouse sized, with these tall spires, like metal spires rising up. These large doors open up like almost caverns, and you see entire ship, like carts and trolleys of metal scraps being pulled in. There's a constant kind of smell of fire and oil, just general processing smell going on, like smelting going on, as well as like there's heat radiating from it. There's these huge plumes of smoke coming out of it. And then far, 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 all the way across the plaza, you see on the other side.
Is it nap time?
It can be. See on the other side. So if this is like the plaza, you see on the other side a giant domed building, and the dome is made out of what looks like pure metal, with like the what are they called? Like the braces all across it too. Bracers. Support beams, yeah. But
is it like silver metal or is it like a bronze?
It looks like
like an iron.
It looks like steel and just oxidized copper, so like that greenish look.
Found it.
I'm really surprised. You were able to just walk through the city and just find it immediately.
Spires around the fires. There was the fire, and those were the flyers.
I
I'm
will
impressed.
never question this.
That was very,
Again.
very good.
Right. Well, now that we're here, and he's Yunsho's like walking towards the warm thing. He's like, this is kind of nice.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
Aw.
You walk towards
Toasty.
It's nice in here.
Sylvie.
Ah.
You almost get run over. as all of a sudden you just hear like clank, 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 clank. Out of the way!
Oh my god.
Out of the way, please! Shipment coming through.
I'm getting really bad deja vu.
You've seen this before somewhere, and as you try and
crazy.
you manage to step out of the way, but one of the wheels of the cart goes over your foot.
Ah!
You
And it
barely
just
missed
goes
Carcoon.
Yeah, truck.
Yeah.
What?
Pum, pum. Oh, sorry, ma'am. As what looks like a little halfling, like pushing this huge cart,
Oh my god. I'm in
from like across, like he's running full speed across the plaza. Is just hear someone yelling in like a very loud, booming voice. Is like, Richard, you're late.
Oh, is it a lady's voice?
That is a lady's.
Oh, is this the noble born? Does she look like a noble born?
Is your
She
foot
looks like
okay?
a centaur.
No, it looks like a centaur. Oh,
Centaur.
that could be her.
Did you see anything?
I heard the centaur yelling. Maybe that's noble born? She sounds like she's in charge.
Let's go introduce ourselves.
Yeah, we hobble over.
You hobble over to what looks like the largest furnace in the area. There's 3 in the back, and they're they're medium sized, and then one large one. What looks like a blacksmithing stand, and at that stand, particularly, there's, and also when I say like normal sized furnaces, they are like multi-men operated. So you see kind of like a dark skinned centaur woman with dark hair, long dark hair, and like what looks like a dappled horse behind.
She's beautiful. We'll point her out to the boys.
Yeah, and she seems to be the one that's kind of like barking the orders
I
at
that's
people. While that is happening, Yunsho.
55.
Yunsho.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Actually, not this.
Not in this life.
Not in this life.
What did you get?
19.
19. Oh.
There should be consistency though for the later episodes. No? Things have changed.
Things are different now.
Forever changed.
It's true. Maybe I am in love with her. She's beautiful.
You saw the dappling and you're like,
Yeah.
What a fine bird horse.
In this life, she is a danger. You could easily get caught underfoot,
I know.
underhoof.
I know.
Yunsho. You feel more than see a sudden interest perk up in Nua
Oh.
as you pass by this long line of like paintings, and photografias.
Photografias.
That's
Interesting.
photos.
I'll break away a little bit as the group is following the centaur voice.
Okay.
I'll take a look at these photografias.
Yeah, most of them are just of like the early stages of the refinery when it was just like a little stand, like one blacksmith shop, and then it gets bigger, and then like a bunch of like miners rejoicing something, and then one constant through it all seems to be this woman with a very tall, elegant, like elven woman with these like in the paintings, the ones that are colored, it looks like she has like brass scales around her face. And in one particular that you feel Nua almost like vibrate with excitement towards as you're passing it by, seems to be her shaking hands with a woman who is in all white, like long white hair, long white robes from the Tesson area, like pale skin.
I would like.
And like, yeah, pale eyes.
Do I recognize the white robed lady?
Give me any of your intelligence checks. You can choose.
I will say history.
Okay.
And that's gonna be a 13.
A 13. You look at her and you think back to all your schooling, and no name or like person seems to come up.
I'm gonna ask Nua, do you recognize her? Or
Can you roll me a D100?
oh, oh boy.
Nua.
80.
Oh. Alright.
Auspicious.
No,
Auspicious.
not auspicious enough.
It's so close to me.
It's very close to being auspicious. But you do hear Nua being like, still a little uncertain of you, but you see her head kind of peek out from the corner, and she like kind of stands up as snakes do, like really, really tall. Like she's also trying to like look at the image too, and she's just like, it's her.
Her.
It's
And then
her.
I will kind of extend my arm out to kind of like towards the painting, so she has a little bit more of a branch to kind of.
And then she kind of scoots towards it. She scoots towards it. And then the image of her kind of just kind of fades, but she seems very excited.
I love Nua with my whole
Are
She's so cute.
And
They-
She just quickly like back into your sleeve.
they both have scales on their faces and stuff, correct? Are they-
The one in white does not.
Oh, the one.
Yeah, she just looks like almost like porcelain, like pale white porcelain.
Do either of them look Yuan Ti?
I'll say like you don't have to do a check for that. No,
No.
neither of them do.
They don't have those luminous scales.
Yeah. Not luminous enough.
Just makeup scales,
Yeah.
not like.
Yeah, none of them look you want to.
It's like a
Neither.
different kind of scale.
Yeah.
I will. Is there a little like inscription, like a little plaque,
Yeah.
kind of like the meeting of X and Y?
You see a plaque. On the plaque, it says very simply, Morrigan Novaborn meets Lady Bi.
Do I recognize the name?
No.
Okay. Well,
Ooh. Give me another D100.
2.
No, you don't recognize it. If we said 80 was almost suspicious.
Maybe it's just like, oh, it just must be some person from Chesot, some
Yeah,
noble
you're
from...
like, got some nobleman.
It sounds like a northern name.
Yeah. And for it to be a lady?
Is Yensho sexist?
Yeah, is there something
Do we smell sexism?
A noble,
And I'm like,
as in like a lady, noble status.
Simply
Are
a
you
lady.
sexist?
Absolutely.
No, the way you said it, I also was like, am I offended? Should I act offended?
I love this idea that Yensho's all the way across the room looking at portraits, and then suddenly Sylvie's like, is Yensho sexist?
Like they're having some other conversation over there.
She's just like thinking deeply, like, now that I think about it, why didn't he want to immediately save the gnome?
Alright, we'll answer that question after this break.
Hey, enjoying the game so far? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can find us all on Twitter and Instagram, all linked below. Now, back to the adventure.
So, as Yensho, as you're kind of admiring the portraitures, go to...
No, I said photography.
You're confused. The universe.
I was like, what?
It's vicious mockery. Just
You go to Sylvie and Jade, approach the centaur woman, and she kind of like turns very suddenly, and rears up as she's like surprised. She's like, "Whoa,
whoa!
What are you guys?"
Flies way back.
Tail swoosh.
She kind of stomps around.
Sorry to surprise you.
What?
Are
Me?
you Morgan Novaborn?
No,
Oh,
I'm Nika. I'm the head blacksmith here.
Oh.
For Novaborn, for Morgan.
I see. Do you?
What are you doing here? This is not a public area.
Oh, is it not a public area?
No, this is the refinery.
Oh, apologies.
It's
no
dangerous
No one
here.
stopped us.
Awesome.
Well, if you're not Miss Novaborn, do you know how we can talk to her? Or she's taking visitors?
Morgan, do you have an appointment with her?
Can we book an appointment with her?
Well,
Do not take walk-ins.
no, she doesn't take walk-ins.
We got
She's-
business with her from her family.
I mean, if you have business with her family, then I'm sure she should be already aware. No?
It just came up.
Well, she's not here today. She's actually getting ready for a showing, a party in the evening, and her day's pretty booked out with buyers and sellers.
Gotcha. Well, maybe we can talk to her tomorrow then.
Maybe.
Is she gonna be at the big fancy party?
Yeah.
Sure. I'm not her secretary. I'm just her blacksmith.
Gotcha.
She doesn't
That's fair.
have a secretary, actually.
Maybe she
How
should
did I
get one.
book an
She kind of
appointment?
keeps her own schedule.
Oh, I see. So we have to meet her to book the appointment. Then I see.
Well, we have an appointment because of Cinder.
It's true. It's true. Well, is everybody going to the party?
No. It's very exclusive. It's at the mayor's house.
Oh, I see.
The human mayor, not the horseman.
Does she laugh at her own joke?
She kind of stops her back leg.
Go to flies behind Jake.
I love. Okay, well. Yeah, I'm curious.
That would have taken Yensho out.
We know he's not someone that deals with gems. Do you happen to know a Leyland Hesty? Is this someone that's going to be at the party, or are they just a common worker? Or... Yensho, hi.
Oh, hi.
Leyland Hesty, as she kind of clomps on the ground.
Oh, sorry.
She rolls her
Not
eyes.
not a friend.
Oh, He's not a friend.
Insight check.
He's my fiance.
I don't need to insight check.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah, he's definitely gonna be at that party.
I would
So
like
he
to
tells
insight
me.
check how she feels about that. I can only understand women. 22.
With a 22.
You have a nose for hot goss.
Yeah. With a 22, you see that her body language is very tense and hostile, but her face is very disappointed, and she's kind of pouty.
Trouble in paradise.
What?
Is he
I
one
want to
of
back away
those?
a little farther.
She just goes. One of those fiancés that are always busy, kind of.
Yeah. He's always busy. Busy now lately. Doesn't even have time to help us plan the wedding. We keep pushing it back. And I might as well just call the whole thing off.
No. You don't have to do that. You know, I'm sure once he comes to his senses, he'll be completely fine.
Yeah, maybe. And she kind of turns around. She goes back to her, like she's just rearranging tools now.
Do you know where we can happen to talk to him? Maybe we'll put in a
Oh
word
yeah,
that he's so busy.
yeah, that'd be amazing if you could get some time with him. It's like I can't even get any time with him, but he's gonna be at the church. It's just right across the plaza.
Oh, I see.
So close yet so far.
Yeah, you can't even come to visit.
I'm sorry. That's not very fun.
It's
Enjoying the
okay.
whole-
It's very nice.
It's enough of that.
Well, we'll be out of your way then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Apologies. We didn't realize it was a private refinery.
Just the floor. It's dangerous down here.
That makes sense. There's a lot of fires.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Richard. It's dangerous.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Alright. You want to talk to Uncle?
Your uncle?
Uncle.
Oh yeah. Leyland's my uncle.
Is he
Go to hovers downward.
Oh.
Y'all are related?
Yeah.
Oh, great. So we'll look for someone that looks like you.
Does the incompetence run in the family? I say that while I'm facing the
Wait,
fire.
Is Richard a young baby child, or is this a grown
He seems like
person?
like maybe 16, 17.
Oh, he's a baby. He didn't mean it.
Yeah. He's like still a teenager, but probably late teen.
Well, not all teenagers are babies.
But he's
just
also
the
a
ones-
So he's like a either a tannish or darker skin toned halfling, with like curly black hair. But his ears are strangely sharp.
Pointy.
Alright.
So maybe half elven.
Oh, baby.
Hey, Richard. How's about you do us a solid since you mangled my friend's foot over here?
Oh gosh.
Oh,
Do you need to see a doctor?
No, maybe you could just take us to see your uncle.
Yeah.
You want to get on the cart? I can push you.
Yeah.
Okay, jump on.
Sure.
Can you take us straight to him?
Yeah,
Great.
I'll get into the
I have to
car.
go back anyway.
Oh,
Great.
perfect.
It's like one of those flatbed carts that you can just
Oh.
like jump on.
I will jump on it.
Jay's like, me too.
As they all leave, I stay for a little while longer, and then I look and I was like, oh no. I go chase after them.
Yensho liking warm things makes my heart swollen.
Robes are a little, like, they almost look like they're about to burn.
Yeah, Richard just kind of pushes you on this flatbed cart, and you guys cross this huge, expansive plaza. Same thing, like the crowds kind of part for you as he's just running It's like, out of the way! Excuse me!
Oh, I see this is a normal thing for you.
Sorry, I'll make it like move in a way that he can like see past me, right? Too, because he's a little.
Oh yeah, he is as tall as the handles on the flatbed cart is.
He's also very strong.
He is.
He, as you guys kind of talk amongst yourselves, he eventually comes to a stop in front of a large structure. It's a building, but has like almost this like Grecian awning jutting out from it. So it has like a welcome, open, very open lobby area. And as you go inside under the dome.
It's called the Jum Dome.
The Jum. Where are my dogs? Oh, crescendo.
Jade, are you okay?
No, I'm not.
Both Jade and Rich are losing their minds.
It's fucking music.
The debutantes! They have arrived!
Oh my god. Yansho, how was your coming out ball? Did I have them for boys?
It was wonderful.
Yeah, it was nice.
Okay, sorry. I found my notes. But you, please continue talking if you wish.
What's the emerald of the
He's an emerald. Yeah, that makes sense. Not a diamond, but a sparkling emerald. Do you think the mayor's party is going to be like that, or do you think it's going to be?
We probably should get dressed up. We should get nicer clothes.
We should figure out outfits after this.
Mhm.
I want to go in this.
No,
No.
absolutely.
we cannot.
In that
have
drab, absolutely not.
It's not drab.
It would
It's
stick
comfortable.
out in a really bad way. Listen, dinners are not for comfortable. They are for fashion. Fashion over function.
Beauty is pain.
It's true.
But I like my clothes.
Oh, you can wear them after.
That's very nice, but
No, listen. I think that when it comes to rich folks, they value you showing up just to show up in whatever you want without caring.
who have you
Which
met?
folks are you hanging out with?
Other nobles.
Have we been too accepting?
No, I'm also a noble, and this is how nobles where I'm from act.
I would like you to give me a deception because I'm going to insight.
I would like to insight check. Is this a lie?
Oh, no.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
No.
I hate that I'm going to believe
Is
this.
this a 10? What did you guys?
It's a 7 for me.
That's a 10.
Well, it's a 6.
Like we buy it for just half a second.
We're like, oh.
no.
No, I am a noble.
That's a very funny joke. Very funny.
You are noble.
I'm a noble.
You are noble.
I am a noble.
No, but I think you are noble.
Magnolia is a noble name.
It
is.
is. It
It
is
is a noble-
quite
Ah.
noble. You know, it's
You
quite
know what?
noble.
You know what? Mortals.
Are you?
Mortals.
Implication that you are immortal.
Are you thinking novel, not noble? Like it's a novel name.
I don't want to hear it no more.
You know, you could be incredibly wealthy and still not be a noble.
Or incredibly poor, and I guess.
And still a noble because you own the property and the name.
Oh look, someone's coming down.
Yes, sorry. I had to write down some notes.
No.
No, you're
So,
fine.
Forget everything.
We're just here hanging out on the cart.
Yes.
What is
So,
turning purple?
no, Richard kicks you off the cart.
Oh.
He's like, I have to go.
Okay, bye.
But here
Oh.
you go. This is the church.
Thank
Welcome.
you.
Uncle is the one of the smiths here, and that's his office, right in the back.
Oh, perfect.
But the door's closed, so you probably shouldn't bother him.
Oh, you can knock. That's what doors are for. Alright.
Yeah. Bye.
Thank you.
But yeah, so it has like this huge awning with columns, and the main atrium itself, as you guys kind of like walk into the main building, is where the giant kind of copper and steel dome is. Sylvie, you see that it is just lined wall to wall of bookshelves from like bottom to all the way to the top. And these are very like large and ancient tomes. The ones that are kind of open on the pedestals have like their covers are made out of like very intricate looking copper or brass or some kind of other malleable metal.
I'm going to just take a look
Yeah.
before we go to the office.
Yeah, you can take a look.
Yeah.
Get a couple titles.
It's like
What
a-
are some titles?
Yeah. Give me a perception check. There's light that also shines down from the eyelets of the dome roof. And as well as a large copper clockwork train set that kind of spins around the inside of the dome.
It's like a toy store.
Yeah, it just circles this this ancient mural that's been painted on the inside of the dome, and it chronicles a story of what looks like a giant bejeweled city, and then devastation falling upon it, and then a reawakening of the city and bringing it into like the sky.
Go to flies.
Okay. You see that there are, there is, yes, you see like an occult and super arcane city. There is what looks like painted on a banner with a name, but the name itself has been scratched out. You see the diagram of the train kind of running around.
Is the train big enough for me to sit on?
That's what I was hoping for as well.
I mean,
Maybe
give me a D100.
What if you're
But yeah, what are your perception?
Oh, 8.
8?
But, on the mural, real quick.
Yeah.
Is there a depiction
I'm
of
2 feet tall.
Machina?
No, you don't seem to see a picture of Machina.
Okay.
However, at the center of the dome stands a metal statue of a woman with a patchwork iron mask, kind of like the mishonored mask.
Love Miss
Schmishonored.
I was like, Mishmar?
Sure.
Oh, I see.
Schmishonored.
Oh,
That-
Morvo.
Morvo. It's a critically acclaimed game. Yeah, it looks like that.
Yeah.
This patchwork iron mask, but and she's just draped in blue cloth. It's the only like kind of like organic thing on her, like a cotton cloth. And she has like wires and tendrils for hair, and her hands are kind of outstretched and with palms facing up.
Honestly, would be terrifying to see. And
It's
true.
like, we would be in
Also,
like,
that is the mask that all the priests and craftsmen
That's
wear.
terrifying.
That's
Yeah, sorry, I never
scary.
like brought it up, but that's exactly what it looks like.
No, this
Wait,
like,
is the
deja
color of the
vu.
cloth just different in the
color of the
center?
cloth is just
That's
different in the
terrifying.
center.
So, you know, actually, like, being here, understanding more, this place is scary. They're donating blood and bones to the mechanical queen, and she's got tendril hair. It would be like,
She's got like Kerrigan from StarCraft
yeah.
hair.
So you see how we
Yeah,
look, right?
Schmarcraft.
It
Yeah,
would
there
be
you are, yeah,
like-
StarCraft hair.
No, I'm pretty sure you could say like names. I
Names,
just
yeah.
have been
Schmerrigan.
smutzing them.
This would be like the claymation,
Sorry,
like
what did you-
horror
Oh, I rolled an 80.
that
an 80?
appears against.
Strangely, when you fly all the way up there, it is
I hope we don't have to fight.
It
this
is like
later.
just
This would be
wide
bad.
enough for you. It's like
That
one
would
of those
be
like
awful.
big toy trains that you see in like
It's like
the
the
Christmas
undead.
movies.
It's
Yes.
all prosthetic arms.
Go to sits.
Oh, I'm getting
Hold
excited.
on, you're right.
Ooh, you see this? Goosebumps?
While I'm actually on the train, though, I
We're
would
just
like
like,
to
oh,
do
God.
a
Oh my
perception.
god, no, we can't do this right now.
Yensho.
What? It's all
She's sleeping.
Is there
under
any
the
evidence
church.
in this history of the Ouroboros symbol or the
Eating
cult
bones.
symbol
Amara.
or
Does
yeah,
it smell like
any of the
oil
things?
or blood?
Yeah. Give
That
me
we
a
I'm about to roll.
That
I'm
is
just
a
saying.
13.
A 13. As you're riding the train around,
What's he doing?
you just see Goda like gone, and then Jade is like looking up,
What are you looking at?
and he kind of just points.
Oh god.
Is that Coda?
Uh-huh.
You just hear.
Gotta come here.
You don't see any of the any markings similar to the Ouroboros or the cultite you guys remember seeing. You do see one of the last images on the murals before it restarts again with the city is what looks like a being, like a humanoid made out of light, holding a sword of darkness.
Made out of light. Is there any like inscription or anything or
What
name?
languages do you know?
Oh, I don't know that I've been asked this before. I need to look it up.
Because there are inscriptions.
Okay.
It'd be funny if it's just in common, like in English,
Like,
that Coda
can
can never
you
read.
Can you read common?
Hold on.
It's true, we never talk in other languages.
I can read and write in Sylvan,
Mm,
but no.
it is not Sylvan.
Dang. Okay. Well, a humanoid made out of light holding a sword of darkness, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like an armored humanoid, like brandishing a sword of just like tendrily shadows against like a flaming kind of shape. A whitish silvery kind of shape, and then like a miasma type of purple shape.
There's three
There's
shapes.
3 of them.
Where was this?
This is
something
just
that-
on the top.
Is this something that we can also see?
Yeah, it's on the ceiling. The inscriptions are like big too. It's not like
Oh,
Could I do
can we read it from here?
A
Can I try and read
yes.
a religion check to see if I know what this is?
You
Yeah,
absolutely may do a religion check, and if you want to try to read it, please let me know what languages.
Abyssal,
okay.
common, draconic, primordial.
Wow, you're so educated.
Oh, yeah, I only know
Sorry,
Draconic and
abyssal,
Common, draconic, and primordial.
Okay.
Oh. I only know Draconic and Elvish.
Okay.
Besides common.
Ooh, you can see it. It's 3 inscriptions in 3 different languages. One of the inscriptions looks familiar to you, but it's in like old text, like
Oh.
ye olden time text.
Ye olden, which one?
Ye olden abyssal.
Oh. Ooh, this church is edgy.
Ye olden abyssal.
Yeah.
Does it say?
So you can give me a just general intelligence check to see if you can decipher it.
Yeah, do you know like the poetics
Oh,
of old abyssal?
You know, that's like
You're
a
not
weird
paying
thing.
attention
The
here.
grammar doesn't really make sense.
Those
That's
kanji
a
are weird.
Yeah, exactly.
weird
it's kanji.
kanji.
It's like traditional kanji.
Yeah,
It's just simplified
I only know
kanji.
hiragana, maybe a little bit of the katakana.
There's no furigana to help
Yeah.
you.
Oh no. Ooh, that's tough. That's gonna be just raw intelligence, right?
You got a 5 though?
Yes, I got a 5.
Okay. All you can read is the name Vanth.
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 Oh, I have a question while we're all looking at the mail. Can I do like a history check to see if these 3 figures are relevant
Yes.
in other types
Yes.
of history?
Sorry,
Or-
I thought you were doing one.
Oh no, sorry. I was just
History,
Glancing.
not religion.
or
I said religion.
Oh, you
yeah,
said.
I used religion.
Did you still want to do a religion?
Well, it's a 6, so.
Okay.
I got a 24.
Okay.
I say that. Maybe that is.
Maybe the math is like, huh.
I'll allow that. Yeah.
we're out here gossing. We're holding imaginary wine cups. I'm like, what does it mean?
Yeah,
to
you're
you?
holding
What do you
imaginary
see?
vine cups. Like
Imaginary.
Goda has made
I pull up my flask.
4 cycles around the painted sun.
Gotta get there. I can't see the words. You're in
Yeah,
the
every
way.
time he passes by.
I wave.
I
Yeah,
also
so
like to
you guys are just like
imagine-
looking and you just see him like.
I like to.
I got to 24 for history. For the
For
if the people in it seem familiar, or if this history seems familiar.
you roll me a religion check.
All right, I can because
History
It's
only
so
goes so
it's
far.
very yeah. History only goes so far.
just don't give it. It's a 15.
Okay, that's not bad. Supplemented by your knowledge of history.
Your fat 24 history.
Yeah.
With the mean of both being.
Mm.
Yeah, I like for you read it in history books from like maybe writers who document stuff in the name of these deities, but they are deities. This has turned into way more of a lordom than I expected. Sorry.
No,
Oh,
it's
no
okay.
worries. We love a lordom.
We are the ones
Give
who
it to
took
us.
us here. I saw a train and I made it into a whole
It's
train.
Yeah, sorry. There was the golden path of gameplay that we completely ignored.
That's fair. You know that there are writers from the way back times,
The old days.
who the old days, who wrote about the Chaos Three, which are Tiver, Usil, and Aita, and those are the colors that are associated with them. And the cult that worships them is still very much real. They're called the Berserker Chain.
Cannot believe.
They're called the Berserker Chain.
I was like,
And this is
so
all like
familiar.
just histories of
Yeah.
of
Like-
people going, interacting with them, fighting them, that kind of stuff. Vanth in particular comes up, and in the history books, you're not sure if this is a person or a weapon.
Oh.
But you know that Vanth is usually referred to as female, a she, and she's often called the God Slayer.
Oh, I see.
No wonder I paid attention to that one name.
We'll say this to Yenshao. I'm like, oh, it kind of looks like, you know that one cult, the Berserker Chain, and how they're, super into like Tiva and Cell and Isa and
Yeah,
And
and you
this is
like
God's-
with the 24, all the stories surrounding Vanth say that her final resting place is somewhere at the foot of the Azurite Cathedral.
oh.
Like that's where all of the lore kind of gathers, and that's like the one place where all the multiple stories agree on.
Oh,
Like-
this is why I care, because it's so close to home.
Yeah, yeah, it's literally like a stone's throw away from your home.
It's like local
It is local lore.
lore.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, she all like,
She was the
Resting.
God Slayer.
yes.
You hear a sharp, shrill whistle just echo through the entire chamber. I can't whistle, but someone.
I can't whistle either.
I can't do that.
Like
I can't do that.
Can you do it?
No.
It's gotta
I mean,
be the
I can just-
shrill.
It
I
has
can
the
just
very
regular
shrill, like,
whistle.
yeah, like the dog whistle.
Those are some. If you guys can do it,
Anyways,
watching, amazing. That's
Yeah.
a skill we don't.
Anyways,
have.
Comment below.
you
if
just
can do
hear,
it.
yeah, please comment below and let us know if you can whistle and how you learn to do
Yeah,
it,
teach
because
us.
none of us can do it. And anyways, so you hear a shrill whistle that just starts echoing off of the domed roof, and you hear a, hey, get down from there.
Go to looks. Who's he getting yelled at by?
You're getting yelled at by what looks like a
by a killjoy.
A young-looking man with long elvish ears, like kind of rough and fluffy blonde hair,
Uncle?
and he's like looking at you.
Is he fine?
He is.
No.
He's dressed in like the
He's telling me what to do. That's not fine.
That's not fine. He's dressed in the, I believe it's
What's the
red.
red?
22.
Ah.
He's subhuman.
Whoa.
Y'all are the ones who said that last time.
It's true, we did say that.
Submortal.
He looks totally...
Oh, he's wearing red. Okay,
I
so he's
found
wearing red.
the
robes.
love of my life.
What
Oh,
did
shit.
you get?
100. I see a blonde, beautiful, bouncing curly hair.
Whoa. Wow.
Whoa, I got 79.
Go to frowns at the guy.
He's like, get down from there.
Your turn.
It's not a toy.
If you didn't want me to sit on it, you shouldn't have made it my size. And he'll fly
I
down.
see what. I see.
He's like, what?
Is this him? This is him, right? This is like Laylan Hesty?
Is,
Is that you, Laylan Hesty?
Yes. He
Great,
kinda
we're
turns and looks
looking
at
for
guys.
you.
Yes,
Oh,
we've been looking for you, Leyland.
And kind of like shrinks back, and he's like, "Who are you?"
Well, I'm
Do I-
Sylvestra, and this is Yen Shou, and that's Jade, and that the person that's coming down is Gota.
Yeah, don't make me fine you.
Do you have a moment to talk in
We would like to speak to you in private.
For what?
It seems that we're destined to meet each other.
We have a mutual friend who
Oh.
wants you to look at something for us.
Can you give me a persuasion check, please?
Is his seduction dance working?
Is my seduction dance
working?
working? I do a little like.
In fact, that's a disadvantage.
You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it.
He's just like, whoa.
That's a 17.
He's like,
Oh.
come on, real strong.
He's
Okay, all right. He's kind of charmed. He's like,
Of course he is. Yes,
he's like looking at you, and he brushes some of his like curly blonde hair out of his eyes and turns kind of red and looks away. And he's like, "Oh, my office is over there." Yeah.
Does he have a mask on? Or?
He does not have a mask on. It seems,
Yeah, why cover that?
but he's wearing like he's wearing
Come on.
red robes, which is different from what Richard was wearing, which is
That's
yellow.
why I rolled so high. What a beautiful color.
It suits his complexion very well.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure the door's closed behind us.
Okay, yeah, you can close the door, and he's like, he gets behind the desk, and he's like, shuffling his papers around. You do see one of the same masks kind of sitting on his desk with the red cloth in between the slats, the patchwork iron, and he's just like, is this about, are you guys looking for restoration? What is this about? Private matter.
No.
Because it's also nothing to be embarrassed about if you want to improve yourself.
It's a long story, but we have this device we'd like you to look at, and she's gonna hold up with this and that. She's like, do you know, he said he was acquainted with you in Antian Freehorn.
I know an Antian Freehorner has written to me from Skirsold.
He thinks you're the only person that can help him figure out what this is.
Me?
He named you specifically, so it was the last thing he wanted us to do for him. If you understand what I'm saying.
In his letters, he did say that he found a strange, or he made a device that was broken. That. May I see it?
Here you go.
And he takes the small ring, and he's like looking at it, inspecting it. He pulls out one of those like small, like
appraisal lenses.
Yeah, are they appraisal lenses?
Little magnifying
Little
glass.
magnifying glass that he puts in.
He has this like glasses
dialing it
that
around.
also has extra.
Yeah, He's looking at it and he's like,
lenses.
so, I knew that Antian was on his way here, but we've never met before. But I'm interested in this device that he spoke of. He said that it was broken, and when he contacted me, it was about getting it potentially repaired or restored.
Yes.
By Machina.
Yes. I'm sure Machina has a knack for fixing things.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Great. Could you take it to Machina or under the church?
What?
Oh, nothing. Right, because she's. I'm going to close my mouth.
Told you that?
Right, she's here.
Just-
and real.
She is here, but you. Outsiders don't usually know where she is.
So she actually is under the church.
And he's kind of like, well, okay, actually, who are you? Oh,
Well, we're friends of Antian.
he's
Friends
stood
of-
up now.
Oda looks delighted.
He's kind of like he's standing up,
We're friends of Antian,
and he's
I mean-
still holding this.
And-
also we're friends of yours.
Friends of you.
And he put his
And-
arm around her.
And also, that ring is very important.
That's what he said.
And should be handled carefully because I feel that it could be misused.
That is also what he said. I trust him from the little that I know of him. He seemed very genuine. If you are truly friends of his, he kind of shrugged.
I like that he actually just slides closer.
He's just like, and he gives it back to you. So, to be honest, I don't have full faith in Machina right now.
Like, you don't think she can fix it?
Strange thing to say
She's
as
been
a priest.
acting weird. A little weird, so...
Like she's sick?
Yeah!
Gods don't get sick.
Usually she's not sick.
I kind of want to do. I want to do an insight check as I'm staring at his. What color are his eyes?
Wow.
They're pale blue.
Oh, just like the sky.
They're like
These
baby blue.
cold sky here.
Getting goosebumps from all this romance in the
I
hair.
know.
That's gonna be a 12 insight.
12 insight. He seems uncomfortable but honest in what he's saying. Like, he believes what he's saying. It's true. Like, she's usually not sick. This is the first time ever, actually, in all the years. We usually actually have the vaults open for the restored to go and visit her and get calibrated. But this year, we are not opening the vault. So, strange that you would know her location without being up for restoration.
It was a lucky guess. You read a lot.
Oh, of course.
No one disclosed.
I'm sure it gets out there somewhere, but just for her protection and everything.
Oh, of course.
So has she just stopped speaking to you? What's been different?
Yeah, what kind of
What
weird?
makes
What makes a god tick?
Well, that's a very fascinating question, but I can't discuss too many secrets of our church unless you are going to become part of it, of course, or have come for restoration. But we are in.
If Layla believes in it, I mean, like,
We
Must
are
be
in
worth something.
we are usually in contact with her, and
Not that crazy.
more than anything, she serves us.
Hmm.
She takes the imperfections, anything that you're unhappy with, and she's able to rebuild you anew.
My brain is just like, I'm not saying this out loud, but like, oh my god, she's eating the body part.
I'm more just wondering what, like, if they're disguising it as a tool, like a tool as a god, because it sounds like
It's like a saw.
but there's like something, some sort of a malfunction kind of. I'll say this later, but
What does she look like?
yeah, what? Yeah,
She's outside.
Which dragon?
No,
the
the
statue.
statue.
It was the statue.
With the blue and the mask and the tendrils, you know.
Oh, that was Machina.
would it be possible for?
Is she really big? To live under the church?
Mm-hmm.
Has anyone gone into the vaults recently?
Not for the past couple
No, you said well.
weeks.
Yeah, she's in
Not
the
for a couple weeks.
Yes. Yeah. We don't. The festival itself is usually when we take in the restored, and it's usually the only time we open the vault. Occasionally, there are special cases where we open the vault for important restorations that need to happen throughout the year.
And the festival's only once a year.
The festival is only once a year.
Mm.
When we checked on her a couple weeks before the festival happened, that was when I came to the conclusion. And I was writing a letter. I was, and he's like sifting through his papers. I was literally writing a letter to Auntie and telling him not to come, that it would just be a waste of time. But
Is there anything we can do to try and make her better? We need this ring to be diagnosed.
that would take me a lot of time to research. Which I don't have right now.
We heard
Unfortunately, I'm kind of bogged down. I'm very busy right now.
Well, we heard your plate's full. Is there anything we can do to help?
Yes.
Yes. Anything we can do to help, and also, if Machina can't look at it, could you look at it? And
Yeah.
could you repair it?
I could try. I could definitely try to, but usually it's with her guidance
Mm.
when these things happen. But by my knowledge alone, and I'm assuming you don't want anyone else involved in this project, it might take some time. I would have to study the archives. And especially if this is just made by Antian, I assume he doesn't have any documentation of how he came upon any of this.
Sadly, no.
No. And I don't.
Where is he, by the way?
He, unfortunately, can't come and
Yes.
cannot come in the future, ever.
He was on the edge of Zori, wasn't he? Tragedy. Well. How did you make it here? With his object?
We were also on the Al Jazari.
I heard there weren't any survivors.
And that's what we've been hearing as well.
Yeah.
But,
A little bit of a blur,
yes.
but,
It's as religions say, perhaps a divine intervention.
It was near impossible for anyone to. I'm glad you did. If you want to make it to the vigil at all, there will be one held tonight.
oh.
If you want to say anything at the vigil, I guess as survivors, that'd be
I
impressive.
think if you can keep it between us that we were on there is a
Yes.
good idea.
The same, well, is short of a miracle that divine intervention. Give me a persuasion check. Divine intervention in this day and age. We'll have so much business.
I
at
knew
the
that a
church.
fine boy would make your lips so loose.
It's that's an 11.
Yes. His eyes, his
loving-
trusting eyes.
And so Sylvie's gonna say the same reason why this device should be kept secret is because there were people that did not want everyone to make it off that ship.
Ah.
I don't think we're looking. Well, we're not sure what happened, and we're trying to figure it out. But I don't think it was an accident.
I see. Well, then, yes, I can take a look at this device in the meantime. If I do have a window tonight, that would give me a good couple hours of time with this item. Unfortunately, I have to attend the mayor's party.
What if you just don't go?
Oh, I can't possibly. The high architect told me to go. To represent the church, you know.
We could go on your behalf.
What if we went in your
Wow,
stead?
what if we? You know,
would you?
If there's
Yeah.
If
I
that's a
can ask you.
possibility.
yeah,
I
if
mean,
there's a message you want us to say,
Yes.
you know, we could say. We were going to go anyway. So
I mean, I would just be there to, in case anyone was willing or wanting for restoration, or if the high architect needed anything. But yes, please take my invitation.
yes, we can cover for you.
Yeah.
we
Perfect.
will
Look at her.
make
She
notes.
can really, really write things down. Like
Mhm.
she can write down a note.
Thank you.
Yeah, we
It would
A
literally
request?
just be talking to all the important figures and trying to get funding for the church. We're trying to
Funding for the church.
we're trying to
Okay.
rebuild
Yes.
a little and re-archive. I heard that there's this new technology called the arcane weave, and we're trying to transfer all of our archives into
Into the weave.
digital form.
Oh. Okay.
It's a lot, and it will take a lot of manpower.
Yeah, we have a lot of books.
Well, you can trust us.
I-
If nothing else, we're good at schmoozing.
I appreciate
We're
that.
trusting you with the ring. You can trust us with.
Yes,
Making
you'll give me some hours to look at your ring and dinner with my fiance.
It is very important to nurture the relationship by seeing each other. So.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, if
haven't
it's all
seen
the
her.
ship has already sailed. I mean, like, there are more fish in the sea.
You know, maybe
What?
maybe talk
What?
about
Sorry, no.
What?
Nothing.
maybe talk about some appetizers or like flower arrangements for the wedding or something. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah, we met your fiance.
You've met Nika?
Yeah.
Oh,
She pointed us to. She's very helpful
I
and very
see.
lovely and beautiful and
I see. What were you saying about flowers and
Just like
arrangements?
maybe, you know,
She's okay.
she's gorgeous.
maybe talking a little bit more about that wedding and that.
But
And,
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'll do what I can.
Great. A good equivalent exchange.
mhm,
Yes.
mhm.
We will check back after.
I appreciate you might all, if you're going to be attending, you might want to find new clothes.
I agree.
That's what we said. We were telling him about
What's
this.
wrong with what I'm
Any place you
wearing?
recommend?
It's like,
Oh yes, anything that is in the main square. There's a very good tailor shop. Up on where? At the end of Iron Square.
Iron Square.
There should be a lot of good tailors there.
Perfect.
Sounds great.
Go to make stinky face.
Go to-
He's not happy.
You know, you can rent
Oh.
outfits and then just bring them back if you don't want it for a long period of time.
I'm not doing it.
Oh yeah, well I mean, of course here. And he pulls out a small pouch. Here's 15 gold pieces between the lot of you.
Oh, thank you.
Per person?
No,
No, between the
Agreed.
To the pot of us.
that should be enough to get you something to wear.
Yes, if we're representing the church, I understand you don't want us to look.
I see. I
Then
see.
what do we
Nothing
do?
too showy. Nothing too.
As
I-
you guys
you
are
know.
talking, a knock on the door as what looks like a masked red-robed individual comes in and Leyland's like, oh, sorry, my next appointment.
We'll get out.
Of course.
Thanks. Thank you again.
We'll see you again soon.
Of course. Is there anything that I can help you with?
No. We need to go shopping.
Wait, actually, as they're leaving,
Mhm.
Sylvie's going to
Come,
bring
go,
out
come, Jade.
a blueprint that she has. And she's just going to say, if you have time to look at this and decipher what it could be, I'd also find that very helpful.
Oh, a diagram?
It is not from Auntie, and this is from me.
Oh, of course. You want to know what this is?
Yes, I don't know if it's a map or
Oh,
a
a
diagram, but I'll leave it with you.
Blaze.
God bless you.
Thank you.
And
Machina Blaze.
Machina.
Machina bless you.
Unbelievable.
Goda says as he's being dragged out.
Like,
Machina.
would you have some time? I would appreciate second eyes. I can't seem to figure it out.
Oh, I do love a map. Yeah, I can see what this holds.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank
And then we'll leave. Sorry about your appointment. Oh,
It's okay. And the door closes behind us.
so tightly booked.
It's a busy, important man.
We didn't have an appointment, so it makes sense.
I don't know why Neverborn can't just squeeze us in, you know.
Well, do you see it?
Leyland's
No
place
one
is-
here has any secretaries. I don't know how nothing gets done.
Everyone wants to be a boss without having someone to facilitate.
You material plane folk and your lack of bureaucracy. I don't understand it.
I hate to think that
I
the Fae is
cannot-
full of bureaucracy.
All right. I'm gonna assume you guys go shopping.
We do. We get
Shopping
outfits.
montage.
Okay, shopping montage, and we will end it there.
Yeah!
Thank you everyone for watching. Leave us a comment about your favorite moment from today's session, and please share this video with your friends. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed what you saw here today, and if you want to see more from us, we'll be releasing new episodes weekly. You can also keep up to date with VTubers and Villains or other Main One news on Twitter and Instagram at Main One Official. Give us a follow. Links in the description below. And Machina bless you.
Machina Blaze!
But what did they do with the limbs?
It's true.
Bye.
Bye!